First of all, I just have to say this is my first foray into making video, and as many of you know who've been reading and following my work and my writings, I'm really committed that taking risks makes life worth living, and I thought perhaps I should walk my talk and get in front of a camera, which is definitely a little bit uncomfortable for me. So thank you so much for being a kind audience and participating in this first adventure of video recording. So today we're really talking about how to use your energy in the way that you most want to use your energy. Really how to make the difference in the world that you want to make and be really conscious of devoting your energy towards the thing that matters to you most. So I'm going to give you 3 tips about how to judge less and energize more. So the first one is really just to know that everyone has a story. I find this incredibly helpful to build my compassion. So basically, everyone's walking through life with some part of their past carrying a big heavy load over their shoulders. And for some people, they've worked through that and they're in a much happier, more balanced place. And for others, that past is really still a burden for them, and it comes across in the way they behave and act in the world. Sometimes it's a recent past of something that happened that morning, something that they're struggling with right now in their lives. And it can show up in a way that is uncomfortable or unpleasant, or really, in my case, annoying to me or irritating to me. And my instinct, and most humans' instinct, is to judge and make that person wrong, instead of just noticing and recognizing, okay, they have a story. There is something that is getting in their way. And I don't know what it is, but it's not about me. So can I just have compassion for whatever that story is, and then take that judging energy and put it somewhere else instead of into that judgment. The second thing is about practice, practice, practice. We are judging machines. Like it or not, we judge. It's just what we do as human beings. We walk into a room and we usually size people up just like that. And I believe that when we use that energy to judge and judge and judge, we have less energy for the things that matter to us most. So it's just a matter of practice, just noticing when that thought comes into your head about, oh my gosh, that person or this person is doing this or that again, and being clear with ourselves that in that moment we can choose to be critical, whether or not it's of ourselves or of somebody else, or to set it aside and focus our energies back on what really matters to us most. That is the practice, practice, practice piece. I am practicing all the time myself. The third piece is about knowing your big purpose in life. Now, this might sound a little woo-woo, so if it makes you uncomfortable, just stick with it for a minute. The idea is really that if we have something we're truly committed to, something we really want to make happen, a difference we really want to make, a legacy we want to leave, and we're focusing and living our lives with that in mind, then we just simply don't have as much energy left for judgment of ourselves or of others. That hyper critical piece of human nature can be quieted a little bit because there's something else that is forefront. There's something else that's moving us on our path. So it's really important to really take time to think about your life, your meaning, your purpose, what you uniquely have to share and offer with the world, and focus on that. It's much easier to go day in, day out judging, criticizing, opinionating over and over in our own minds, ourselves and others, than it is to actually say, okay, this is what I'm here to do, and this is where I'm going to put my energy. So if you keep those 3 tips in mind, 1 is remember that everybody has a story, 2 is practice, 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 and 3 is to really know your purpose and be clear about that. That opens up an amazing amount of energy to give to what you really want to give in your life. And that is what we're here for. I am here to really support you in unleashing your power and unlocking your brilliance so that you can step forth and make the contribution you were born to make and really have a life you love. So as always, please share down below in the comments about how you find yourself noticing judgment and changing that pattern of behavior so that you can move forward powerfully. I so appreciate your time. It means the world to me to be in your inbox every week and to have you engage in this conversation around living a powerful life of clarity and confidence. So go forth into the rest of your week, and I look forward to talking to you.